Hi, this is Pretty Eyes 224, and today is 10 days out of my surgery. So I'm post op 10 days right now. I'm actually doing pretty good. Um, this past weekend was terrible. When I got discharged from the hospital last Friday, so I stayed in the hospital 3 nights, 4 days, and then he kept me an extra day because I think the second day I wouldn't eat, and even everything just tastes nasty. And when I swallowed, I had a little pain on the left side. So he kept me. I went home that day, but I'm sorry, that Saturday, Sunday, Monday was kind of bad for me at home. I was at home all day. I stayed in the bed. I always had to go to the bathroom or maneuver, but every time I tried to eat, I ate a little bit, but then I think I developed acid reflux. So me and my doctor had talked about different type of Pepsis or Zantac, and Zantac and Pepsi didn't do too much for me. My husband brought me some Nexium, and all I did was open a capsule and swallow the medicine on the inside with some water behind it. Now you really have to drink it like 1 ounce at a time because you get full real quick and it feel like it wants to come right back up. And that's even when you eat. You're on full liquids now. Um, so like when you do your chicken broth, the chicken noodle soup. Like I did some chicken noodle soup. My cousin came and got me Tuesday, and we went to Denny's, and I got some chicken noodle soup. Now I just ate the broth, uh, which was okay for me. But even with the soup, I only had to take a couple of bites, and then I had to take the rest home because I was full. Because then you're drinking that way. You're not supposed to drink your water, whatever, before or after. So, because that make you a little bit fuller, and you can kind of tell when you get full because you kind of, with me, I burp. When I start burping, then I know, okay, I'm getting a little bit full. Uh, in the hospital, every time I turned around, I was burping and hiccuping at the same time. But now the burping has stopped a lot. It seems like as each day go, I'm not really burping like I used to. Now every once in a while, um, when I eat something and I lay down a little bit afterwards, about 30 minutes afterwards or whatever, I can feel my food kind of creep back up a little. Like yesterday, I know I had acid reflux yesterday because I was asleep, and it kind of came back up to my nose while I was sleeping, went right back down. So it's going through its process of waking up and healing, which I understand a whole lot of. But we just have to take each day by day. As far as my pain, really don't have that much pain. I have soreness. My doctor did prescribe me a refill on my meds because over the weekend I was doing them every 4 hours because it seemed like my body would know when that 4 hour mark would be up because the pain would kick back in. But I know as of Wednesday, I think the only time I really take my pain meds are at night before I go to bed because I know when I have my pillows on both sides of me, and I prop the pillow up under my stomach so my gravity don't kick in, may make my stomach hurt a little bit worse. But I know throughout the night I might turn here and there every once in a while, and at least if I do that, I'm covered with my meds. Because if I don't take the meds, then the next morning I'm gonna get up and can't move. So I think right now the only time I really have to take it is at night. Yesterday, well, let's go back a little bit. I take it at night, and if I have a busy day, like my cousin when she came and got me, we went to Denny's. We also went walking around in Burlington's and stuff, and um, as I did that, after a while of walking, and you're taking it pretty slow. You're not moving fast. My stomach got a little bit more sore from me being a little active. Um, and then when I came home, I was like, you know what? I gotta take my medicine, and I did because I had a little discomfort and pain. Um, but that doesn't. It wasn't enough pain to discourage me from moving around. Um, then Wednesday, I didn't go really out. I went up to my cousin's beauty shop and sat up there with her because I just can't stand just sitting in the house. But I ended up talking to my doctor Wednesday, and well, the doctor's head nurse, and she let me know that depending on my body, everybody's different, but depending on how I feel, the more active I am, the quicker I heal. But you still have to take it slow. So she told me I could get back on my treadmill, which was a big eye opener for me because I love going to the gym and doing my cardio. Um, so when she told me I could get back on the treadmill, I decided, okay, well, hey, fine. And she said, because the quicker you, well, the more you move, the quicker you heal. So she said I can drive as long as I'm not up under the pain medicine while I'm driving, because you don't want to fall asleep behind the wheel. And I still can't cook and clean because that's your abdomen area. You don't want to overdo it, you know. But just take it real slow. My children are here to help me out a whole lot. Now, yesterday I did go to the gym and did 25 minutes on the treadmill, and then I did 15 minutes in the sauna. I didn't do any weights or extra cardio to overbear my abdomen area, like the bike and stuff like that. I didn't do none of that. Um, but still, that was a 45-minute workout for me. Then after that, I went by my daughter's school because she had fun day. And I sat down there with her for a minute. I didn't do nothing with my daughter. She's 9, but will not let her mommy do anything. After I did that, I was wore out. And I had a little soreness because I didn't take the medicine that morning. But I think the more I get busy, the more sore it gets because it's trying to heal. But I took my medicine when I got home and took a nap because I was kind of wore out. But after that, I was pretty good. Except for I hadn't had a bowel movement. I know this is too much information, but I hadn't had one since the surgery. And anesthesia kind of shuts down all of that. Now I've been passing gas and I've been burping. But yesterday was the day that everything was trying to move, especially after I did the workout. And I could not go. I don't care if I took milk or magnesia, if I did not an enema, but if I did a suppository, it seemed like everything was just sitting there and I could not go. And I was miserable. So finally, my doctor's head nurse, when I talked to her, she told me to go do an enema. And once I did that, that helped me out a whole lot. I feel a whole lot better as far as comfort in my stomach and all that stuff. Now afterwards, I was kind of sore because of the because of the pain that I was going through beforehand while the gas and settlement was sitting there. But after I released and took me some pain meds before I went to bed, I felt wonderful. My stomach feels a totally big difference. But that was 10 days with no bowel movement at all. So when you're supposed to go like every other day, if not every day, you gotta go by that third day. You need to be trying to figure out something. So that was the only discomfort I really had. That was behind, everything trying to wake up in the abdomen and intestines. But other than that, I'm good. I have no appetite hardly. I have to make myself eat the little bit that I do eat. Um, oh, I've lost weight. I know it was 8 and 8, which is 16. But then when I got to the hospital, I think their scale was adding up to where I only lost 10 when I checked in. And then yesterday there was another 5 more pounds. So it looks like either I've lost 15 or 20 something pounds, depending on the scale, I guess. But I go by the hospital scale,